So for those people who are like, all right, I've done all my research, once they've gone away and they've done all this research on all these competitors and stuff like that, do they go away and look at where their competitors marketing their products? Or do they kind of go like, well, where do I think those people are hanging out more? Like where I'm talking about platforms here, Kim, like
Yeah.
should people be on Facebook,
I mean,
Instagram, Google? What's the
you can go and see, and I know it depends on the size of the competitor as well. If someone's doing really good and you know that they're a big competitor, you
mm,
can use get tools from like I think SEMrush and a few other different ones where you can see literally like where all their traffic comes from. And then from there you can kind of ascertain if they're doing it or not. For me, I'll use it as an indicator, but I will go cool. If I've got a B2C type product, and which I know assume a lot of your guys might have, they're probably going to be on Facebook and Instagram somewhere. And that's going to be the easiest port of call and the cheapest to test. Because I always like to, number one, validate something first, then amplify it by putting, more money behind it, more tools behind it, more funnels, if you will, whatever it might be. I like to do that once I've validated my offer. But it's very hard to validate on something like LinkedIn, where you're paying like $10, $20 a click. And so unless you have something that works really well, you can get
mm,
stitched up because you're spending just way too much money trying to validate the offer. So for me, I always like to look at going, well, if I'm going to test anywhere, I will always test again, unless it's like a very specific service, maybe that doesn't quite correlate to someone being on Facebook because they're probably there, but it's going to be hard to target them.
mm.
Then I would do something different. But if it wasn't that case, I would test there first because it's going to be cheaper. So it's easier for me to make mistakes when on a cheaper platform than it is on a platform where I'm paying like a lot per click in comparison to I might be able to get clicks for $1 or $2 on Facebook and Instagram, and it might cost me like $10, $20 plus on like LinkedIn, Google, or anything else.